Good morning, you guys. We're going to get started with our Pilates, core and more. And we're going to start with our mat just down on our back, and we're going to lower all the way to the ground. Everything we do is going to be about a minute. So go ahead and take those hands behind your head as we gently lift up this chest and release it down. So we're going to make sure they're imprinting the whole time. So as we lift up, we're pushing down through that lower back, staying connected to the mat, and then releasing to the floor. So we're lifting and lowering. Lift and lower. Just nice and easy here. So we're warming up those core muscles. We're lifting up towards that ceiling and releasing down. Keep breathing. Almost there, you guys. Stay with this. About 10 seconds to go. Go ahead and release right there. Hug your knees, maybe rock side to side. A little transition time here, and we get those active stretches as we go. Squeeze those knees into your chest, and then go ahead and use those knees to help you roll up. We're going to go onto our forearms. And on these forearms, we're going to add a leg tap. So we're going to lift up into that tabletop, and then we're going to tap down one toe at a time. Okay, so we stay lifted here. We're going to go right here, tap and release, tap and release, tap and release, tap. Now we're going to add progressions to this, so we can stay here if this is a good fit for us, or we're going to extend those legs long and drop and lift, drop and lift. We're extending out through those toes. Keep breathing. Good. Got it, team? Keep breathing. So good. Give me about 15 more seconds right here. One more. Good job. Go ahead and bend those knees, releasing back down to your mat. Hugging your knees, rocking side to side. Releasing any tension that might have built up in that lower back. So we're doing our core more with this Pilates focus, and we're getting ready for a single leg stretch. So hands are going to go around one leg, right below the kneecap, as the opposite leg extends out. So we squeeze here and switch. You can add that extension out with that toe. Add a little scoop as it switches out. And if we need to, we can modify and drop that head to lower to the ground. Squeeze that knee in for me. Keep reaching. Good job. Reach, reach. Try to relax your shoulders, draw them away from your ears. Almost there, team, almost there. Remember your option to lower that head as you need to. Keep squeezing here. Squeezing that knee. You have 10 seconds. Keep that imprint for me the whole time. Lower back stays pressed down into your mat. One more each side. Right there, draw your knees to your chest, rock side to side. Start to feel that core warm up here. We're going to go ahead and drop those feet, keeping our knees bent. Arms are going to be nice and long by our sides, and we're going to press those heels up so that we stay in this elevated position as we go into our bridge. In our bridge, we're going to go ahead and alternate knee pulls. All right, team, here we go. Pull and switch. So I want you to push down into your mat with those nice long arms. Lift. Now, is it an option to keep these heels lifted? Yes. So if you want to drop to a flat foot, you may certainly do so to modify. Keep drawing that knee up. Nice and easy. Good work, good work. Keep those hips lifted for me. Really squeeze that knee as you pull it into your chest. You got it. Almost there. Keep breathing. Big inhale through the nose. And exhale through the mouth. Right there. Go ahead and release those hips back down to your floor. Draw your knees in your chest. Rock side to side. Such good work. All right, we're going to move into a super crunch. So if you shift it on your mat, in this super crunch, you're going to go ahead and lift those knees to chest here, and then it's an opposite leg and knee up. So those are our options, and we're going to go through it right here. Draw knees up, and then alternate. Switch and switch. Pull and switch. Switch. Lift. Opposite knee to elbow. Let's try to make sure we lift that chest up. Good job, you guys. Light with those hands behind your head. Lift. Feeling that core heat up. Almost there. Give me 10 seconds. Right there. Go ahead and release those hands. Draw those knees into your chest. Back to your side-to-side rock. We're about halfway with our core work before we move into some glutes. All right, and we're gonna get into this bicycle. Standard bicycle, hands start behind your head. It's opposite elbow to knee as we cross. Reach with that elbow. All right, team, here we go. Extend out and switch. Reaching opposite elbow to knee, extending out through those toes, really reach long, still practicing that imprint so lower back stays connected the whole time. You have about 30 seconds here. Keep breathing. Keep going, keep going. I know those cores are starting to feel this. You take a break as you need to. Modify as needed, but keep moving. Oh, right there. Draw your knees into your chest. Relax. That head back down. Good work. So using those knees, let's go ahead and roll back up. We're going into a open leg rocker, but we're going to balance at the top, and I'll show you modifications as we get into this. Okay? So from here, we're nice and even on our sits bones, and maybe we extend one leg up and then the other. So this is my modification. Or I extend one leg long and then the other. So I'm trying to hold my balance right here. Keep holding. Yep, we started. Remember, we can be in this in a bent knee or in a full extension with those legs. Good job. Now bring it in, go ahead and bend, and then release back out. Keep holding. Stay focused right here, reaching out through those toes. You're about halfway, go ahead, bend those knees, and then release back out. Last 10 seconds. Good. Release them back up. Hold. And time. Right there. Nice job. Okay, so double leg stretch. We bring it back down onto the mat with those knees. Go ahead and rock side to side. Double leg stretch. We keep everything nice and tight. We're squeezing those legs together as we extend it out. And we swim our arms back around. You have about 15 seconds, so go ahead and relax right here for a minute. All right, go ahead and bring it up. Reach for those ankles, extend it out, take off that hat, swim your arms back around, depending on your space. Take it out, squeeze, and release back. Go ahead and bring it back. Oh, there's just a little fly. I thought it was something else. Squeeze and release out. Keep squeezing those legs together as you extend out, maintaining that imprint as we push that lower back down. Breathe in, extend out. Almost there, you guys. Right there. Use your knees to help you roll all the way up. So we're moving into our side planks. We're going to add that hip drop today. That means that bottom leg can go ahead and stay bent, or that knee, as we press up to this side. Remembering adding that hip drop is optional. If you want to just hold your high side plank, you're still working those obliques, so they all work. About 10 seconds and we'll get started. Making sure the shoulder stays right above that wrist. Everything's stacked up. If your wrists bother you, go on your forearms, right? Modify there. All right, go ahead and press it up so we can be here, and we drop those hips down. Lift and lower. If you want to make it more challenging, we have both legs extended. We add that hip lift. Squeeze at the top. Stacking our shoulders. Now you can look down if that's more comfortable with your neck, or you can look straight up. I'm going to look straight ahead so I can see you. You're halfway. We're going to stay here the full minute today. We're building into this. I know it's a lot of shoulder work. Keep going. Go ahead, hold the top, 2, 3, release down, lift, 2, 3, release, lift, 2, 3, release, lift, 2, 3, release, lift, 2, 3, release, lift, 2, 3, one more, lift, 2, 3, right there. Woo, that got those side obliques, yes? Good, that 1 minute, we've been building into that. All right, we're gonna switch sides. I'm turning so I can still see you. Remember, you have the option to keep this bottom knee down. This top leg extends out, stacking our shoulders right above this wrist. We're gonna go in about 10 seconds. Big breaths. Remember, get water as you need. Here we go, press it up. We can be here and release down, press up and release, or both legs extended and release. Keep breathing. Good job. Stay here. Come on. Work those obliques. Love it. Now let's add a pulse at the top. So lift, 2, 3, and down. Lift, 2, 3, and down. It's very subtle. It's not very much. Lift, 2, 3, and down. Lift, 2, 3. 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 I know, it's burning. Right there. Woo. Oh, let's give ourselves a little side bend here. Press and reach. Release tension in those obliques. Okay, so for our core today, we're going to use bands, and we're going to put the bands about a fist above that knee joint, and we have a bridge series. So the band's gonna add tension, so the outer part of our glutes are gonna heat up, that piriformis. And then when we're in that bridge, we'll go ahead and get the maximus right down the middle of our glute activated as well. Okay? We won't be here very long, I promise. We'll do about 4 minutes total. Go ahead and take those bands, depending on that strength. You can even double up. So some bands are super pliable. And if you need it to be a little tighter, put 2 bands on, right? Genius. I don't know where I learned that, but I was like, oh yeah, 2 bands. That makes sense. So a little tension here. We're gonna roll back down. Hands are flat by our sides. We're gonna go ahead and press those hips up and release down. So making sure that those knees are tracking. They're going straight up and straight down. They're not drifting in because of this band tension or going outwards. They want everything nice and lined up. Squeeze your glutes for me at the top. Big squeeze there. Squeeze and release. Squeeze and release. Hold that tension at the top. Little pulses. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. Still maintaining those nice long arms by your side. Draw those shoulders down and away from your ears. Keep going, you guys. Keep squeezing. Woo! Feeling those glutes heat up. We're almost there. 1 minute down. Bring it back down to the floor. Press up. You go for 3, 2, 1, and down. Lift. 2, 3, and down. Lift. 2, 3, and down. Lift. 2, 3, and down. Lift. 2, 3. Lift. 2, 3. Lift. 2, 3. Oh yes. Mine are heating up right now. Press. 2, 3, and down. Lift. 2, 3. Go ahead, bring it back up. This time, you're gonna press out your knees and then back in the center. So press out and in. So both of them go out and in. It's very small depending on our band, right? Holy, piriformis, heating up. Keep going, team, keep going. Out and in, out and in. Oh my goodness gracious. Back to singles. Go ahead and line them back up. Bring it to the floor. Press up and release. Lift and release. Lift and release. Lift and release. Really focusing on squeezing these glutes at the top. Yep, yep. Press down into those arms. You got this. Squeeze and release. Squeeze and release. One more. Go ahead, press it back up to your top. Squeeze your glute. Create tension here. Keep it squeezed the whole time. Isometric holds. Push down into your arms for resistance. Nice and strong. I know it's firing up, you guys. You're doing a great job. Stay with it. Three, 2, last minute. Bring it back down. You're going to go up for double, 2, and release. Lift, 2, 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 release. You're almost there. 2, release. Lift, 2, release. Lift, 2. Last 30 seconds. Hold it at the top. Pulse, 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 pulse. Keep pressing down through those arms. Stay strong here. Breathe. Holy smokes. I know they're burning, you guys. You have 10 seconds. Now, could you do this whole series without a band? Absolutely. You'll still feel these. Go ahead, bring it back down. Gently bring those knees to your chest, releasing that band off. Let's go ahead and rock side to side so we feel a little stretch here. And then use your knees to help you roll up. We're not going to quite stretch those glutes because they're probably fired up pretty well. But we're gonna extend one leg out into the seated tree pose, reaching for those shins, your ankles, or maybe your foot if you can. Hold it here, releasing tension. Breathe. So good. And then gently release. Let's get that other side. Extend out. Remember, reaching for that shin, ankle, or maybe our foot if we can. Just like anything else, we gotta practice if we want to add flexibility. Your body will always return back to its original state unless we keep practicing and pushing that threshold a little bit. Both legs in front. Make sure you're nice and even on that sits bones. Reach for your shins, your ankles, or your feet, finding the seated forward fold. Breathe. Let's go and shift our hips so one leg gets longer than the other, and then gently shift the other way. And then release center again. Now let's get those glutes. Go bend those knees, take one leg across, and we're in this figure four. You can play with this a little bit until you feel it really intensely. I feel it just fine right here, but we're all different. Go ahead, switch. So good. And release. Let's go ahead and find our butterfly stretch here. We bring those toes together, pressing those knees out, their elbows. Someday we'll get this nose to our toes, right? Keep practicing. And release. All right, you guys. Nice job today. Thank you so much for practicing with me. I can't wait to see you again in person. I miss you. I love you. Stay safe.